Greetings and welcome to Meg's Tack Shed. What we're looking at right here is a steel endurance English saddle. This is based on the Trooper suspended seat saddle. So what's so great about the suspended tree? The suspended tree allows a lot more balance in these types of saddles. So you see these two panels. It's like the tree is not a solid tree that you see in some Western saddles that runs front to back and all the way in between here in the middle. This is two panels, 1, 2. So if you were to take the fleece and peel it off like this, you would see two separate panels that look like kidney beans. So the characteristic suspended seat is something that you don't find in many saddles today in today's market. The design allows for optimum circulation under the saddle, and the open air channel through here allows air to pass through and for heat to dissipate quicker. Your number one reason for saddle sores is heat on the horse's back with a poor fitting saddle, or sometimes pressure points that are created when the saddle is not balanced. So right now, if you just look at it logistically, that 1, 2, you have one panel here and one panel here, it suspends over the horse's back, creating a bridge like this, allowing air to flow through, that the horse will have easier cooling properties on their back. Also, there are pads that you can use underneath this, but a good fitting saddle shouldn't need a pad whatsoever. So the seat is not secured flat on top of a hard surface. It is suspended, allowing the leather's natural properties to work with the rider. So if that makes any sense, the seat adapts to the rider, and the seat is preformed with the twist, which is up here, gently rounded to support the hip area and the crotch area as it adapts to the shape of the rider. And it would become just the perfect amount of twist for that rider's shape. So a lot of times, you know, men, you guys have trouble sitting if you're on a quarter horse and you're not riding gaited, that you have trouble sitting the trot. But what will happen, and it hurts, and sometimes ladies it hurts us too, so what this does is ultimately molds the saddle to your body and helps balance with the horse's back so both of you can ride comfortably. Most of the time these saddles are lighter weight than your heavy Western saddles or other saddles that have a solid tree. And you won't have to toughen up your fanny because this molds to you. The nice thing about these saddles is that they come in a wide variety of makers, and a lot of the makers here started in Tennessee because this is where all the Civil War saddles were originally made for the most part, and they've passed this craft down through the generations. You'll see saddles made by Imus originally, that she had hired the Amish to make a suspended tree saddle. You'll see steel saddles, Eli Miller, Henry Miller, and other saddle makers that make the suspended tree, and they're all very, very good at it. Remember that the best saddle is one that fits your budget and fits your horse, not necessarily a certain type or brand. Each saddle is also measured differently, and if you want to know your saddle size, what you do is from your natural waist, you measure from your natural waist to your mid-thigh, and in inches, and you see that distance between both hands? That's your saddle size. You could weigh anywhere between 100 and 700 pounds, but your inches is never going to change here. So that's the way that you're going to find out your seat size. And the stamp on this one says 16, but it says 17 inches in inches. So in order for it to fit your tuchus and to fit your horse, there are ways in which to measure. But a lot of people have asked me, what is the suspended tree in endurance saddles? And I thought I'd make this video as a helpful hint, just to at least get you on your way and understand a little bit more about why these saddles and how these saddles work. So thank you for joining us here at Meg's Tack Shed on this wonderful June day in 2014, and we hope to see you again soon.